We were visiting our family in Poland. We had been there for the summer, and we kept getting calls from family in Belgium asking us to please get out of there as soon as we could because they felt that there was a war coming on and they would attack Poland. We woke up one morning and the bombs were falling. We knew what was going on in Germany with the Jews, so we felt we had to get out. We had to go to Warsaw. We thought, oh, go to Warsaw, it's a big capital, nothing is going to happen. We had learned in the meantime that Warsaw was gone. It had been bombed to the ground. We could even see the smoke in the distance. Villages were on fire on both sides of the street. The highways were packed with people running, not just Jewish people, but even the Poles were trying to run away. There was no food, no medication, nothing. It was just horrendous. People just didn't know what to do or where to go. Our family again said, look, this is, for us, we have no choice. But let's see if we can save you. My mother came one day and she said, you know, I heard that Himmler is in town. And my father said, so Himmler's in town, so what? And she said, I know the Germans. If Himmler is here, I'm going to see Himmler. We're going to get out. My father said, you're going to get killed. She said, no, I am going to see Himmler. Himmler usually went to the big cities who were occupied to set up a government. One moment she said to me, she says, look, we're not going to take Dad because he looks very Jewish. My father looked very Jewish. The two of us got dressed and we got on the streetcar, got off at the German headquarters. A German SS officer, tall, handsome man, his SS uniform, comes out and stands about this far from us. And he looks at my mother and he says, what do you want here? My mother just stood up, all of her 5 feet, and looked at him and she said, is this the way a German, well-educated officer greets a woman? And he was really taken back. He said, oh, entschuldigt mir, in German. He said, excuse me. He says, you know, the war does do something to us. Please forgive me, have a seat. Now, we had our Belgian passports. They were really Polish passports with Belgium visas and the whole thing, saying that we were permanent residents of Belgium, no mark of a Jew on them. And we wanted to go home. We wanted permission to go home. And he said to my mother, oh, when are you ready to go home? And she says, immediately. He picked us up the next morning, took us to the train. So we finally got to the Belgian border, and then we knew that they were going to invade Belgium. I never thought of it as an act of resistance. I thought of it as gutsy. You know, I always thought, oh my God, my mother, she had more guts than anybody.